How you
Greg
doing?
Swartz, Bleacher Report. Welcome to Cleveland.
How you doing, bro?
Good. Earlier, Ty Lue was up here, and he said right off the bat that you're going to be the starting point guard of the team to begin the
Yeah.
season. Um, your game and Kyrie's game are obviously different. His was more isolation. You were top 10 in the NBA in drives last year, getting to the basket.
Yes.
How is that going to change this team's offense from what you saw from them last year to now?
I really don't know. Kyrie was a hell of a player, and the way he plays is a unique way of playing. And my job is to get guys open. Been working on my game with opening the floor. Of course, when you're playing with LeBron, you got to be ready for open shots. But I think playing up there, playing in Calabasas, they saw the way that I passed the ball, and was surprised with my IQ and the way that I did pass. So it's to get guys open, and that opens up everyone on the floor.
What'd you learn in your first week with your new teammates at that camp?
I think just the intensity you have to play with. I'm back in a winning environment. Every day you have to bring it, and that's something that I'm used to. These last 2 years I haven't been in the playoffs, but that's cool. But just being in the winning environment and just bringing that intensity not only to the games but to practice every day.
Hey, Derrick. Sheesh Matra, Miko Hoops. Welcome to Cleveland. How excited are you to play with LeBron and to be back in a winning environment again? And last year, even though you played in the triangle, you still averaged 18, and you were fourth in the NBA in points off of drives. Just talk about your fit with Cleveland's offense.
I mean, it's very exciting. That's one of the reasons why I chose to come here. Was for one, I'll be happy playing basketball again, and I'm back in a winning environment. And the franchise and everybody that's here, everybody has one common goal, and that's to win a championship. And that's something that I've been wanting my entire career, was the opportunity to play for a championship. So I have a huge opportunity in front of me, and I'm not shying away from it.
Derek, Ashley Bastock, Metro Networks. We've heard multiple references this offseason that people feeling like your season last year was overlooked with your personal accomplishments. Do you feel that way? And if yes, how do you think that that's going to fuel you this year?
I mean, that's every year with me. I don't know why. That's every year. That's not my job to really get into it. I take bits and pieces of material that I do. I think fuel me into the off season that I work on. But my job is not to listen to what everybody says. Like, I'm the player. I know how good I am, and I'm 28. Like, people act like I'm 38 years old. Like, I'm 28, man. Like, but my job, like I said, is not to brag or boast about it. It's to let them see me on the court, and they judge and make their opinions after that.
Derek over here. Hi, Steve Ashburner,
What's up, Steve?
NBA.com. Hi. You've been at the heights that this game can offer in terms of a most valuable player, trying to win a championship in your hometown,
Yeah.
having all that extra motivation. Now you're rather below the radar for a lot of people.
Yes.
How has it changed things for you in terms of where you find your drive, things like that? I mean, you're not playing for 20,000 people in the United Center or the city of Chicago like
Yeah.
you used to.
I think it's the love of the game. Like, my love of the game didn't change, and just I know how hard I work. Like, I really worked my butt off this summer, just preparing for whatever the decision I made, and I think I made the right decision. But that drive, my passion for the game, and how much I dedicated my whole life to this, even though I don't document it or I don't put it out there for people to see. Like, in the off season, I didn't take any vacays this summer, and I put everything into my craft. So hopefully you'll be able to see it whenever I do step on the floor. But my passion and my dedication and what I sacrifice for this game, it's everything. Like, this is my life.
What sort of lessons do you feel that these last 5 or 6 years have brought for you? And what do you think a young player coming into the league can learn from the ride you've had?
I think these last couple of years taught me to be mindful. Just be mindful of everything. What people, just be mindful, because you get caught up you get caught up into what everybody says and all this and that, but it's what you believe in, and I've always been a big believer in hard work pays off, and I'm a believer in myself. And for all the kids that's coming in, that's one of the things I will teach them. Like, forget about what the media says, and forget about how what's going on, like the business side of it. As long as you're grounded and as long as you believe in yourself, everything else should follow.
Jason Lloyd, The Athletic. Derrick, I'm guessing it surprised a lot of people. It certainly surprised me when you took a minimum contract to come here.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you could have got more money elsewhere around the league. So what was it about this? Why were you willing to take much less money to come here for this situation?
It was solely basketball. Like, money, I'm not worried about money. I think I saved enough. My son is fine. My family is fine. It was solely about basketball and having the opportunity that I go out there and showcase my skills and playing on this stage. We're playing on TV 40-some games this year. And, like, my question is, why not? Why not come here? Of course, people bring up the LeBron thing. You've been competing against LeBron for so many years. But you got to understand, I'm in a different stage in my career and life, period. Like, all that's in the past. I let that go with my injuries. Like, all that's in the past. This is a new start. This is a new me, and hopefully people get that.
Speaking of your health, so much of your game seems to be predicated on that. Just where are you right now, health-wise and physically? How do you feel?
I feel pretty good, but I said that all the years that I did get injured. You probably have to ask my teammates or the people that saw me in Calabasas. I think they were surprised with how I was moving around and how I was playing.
Hey, Derrick. John Peck, WVKO Radio, Columbus, Ohio. Said you were like flying under the radar last year. Do you think that because so many people think that you were under the radar last year, that it's taking pressure off of you to do what you do? Just be you, go out there and play basketball and have fun.
Yeah, that's how I try to play every year, though. Every year I kind of put pressure on myself to go out there and perform away, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like if you don't have any pressure on yourself, or I add pressure to myself, but I feel like as an athlete, you go out there with no pressure, you play lackadaisical, and that's just not me. I want to be very precise with everything that I'm doing on the floor, and I want to produce. And with coming to a team like this, of course, it's going to be kind of easy to go out there and play my game, but my job is to go out there, push guys, and it's vice versa. I want them to push me, and if anything, I will learn way more than them because they've been to the finals. They've been together for numerous years, so my job is just to come in and fit in.
Okay. Hello. Also, like you said, you're 28 years old.
Yes.
People are playing you like you're 38
Yes.
years old. Now, you're a young guy, but you've played a lot of games, and you become older and you're wiser.
Yes.
How are you transitioning into more of a mentor role?
That's always. I mean, the last couple of years, even the years that I had my late years in Chicago, I was doing the same thing. I always been a guy, like I said, I don't boast or brag or talk about what I do with my teammates, but I show love with all my teammates, no matter who they are. Last year, even when we were losing, I always made sure that the younger guys got together and we did do things, or I talked to them on the bus or on the airplane. Kept everybody together, even though we were losing a lot last year. But you could go and ask them how I was. I'm not a problem at all. Maybe quiet at times, but that's just who I am.
Derrick, Nick Wilson from 92.3 The Fan. You've had such an interesting journey the past few years, from being the guy in Chicago and New York, now coming to this situation. You've also going from a team that maybe didn't have as much talent to now maybe a team overburdened with talent.
Yes.
How do you see yourself having to adapt in maybe a new role in a new franchise?
You know, I talked about this with Ty Lue, and right when I talked to him, he told me he would want me to play my game. And playing my game opens up everyone on the floor when I play aggressive and attack the rim. And I think that's pretty much it. You know, I think I'm a good passer, a great passer, but that get overlooked with, I don't know why, but I think I'm a great passer and my IQ of the game is high, but it's a lot of things that happened last year that overshadowed my play.
Marla Ridenauer, Akron Beacon Journal. LeBron seems to be like your biggest cheerleader. Or have a lot invested in kind of your season.
Yes.
How has that made you feel? I mean, are you kind of
It's an honor. It's an honor. I'm blessed to be in this situation. Very fortunate that they even considered taking me. But with this opportunity, I'm gonna take it and run with it. You know, I think I've been preparing myself for this opportunity for a long time, and I'm not selfish at all. But when the opportunity, when the moment is right, like we plan a couple of more weeks, you'll be able to see that. Like, and especially having LeBron, being around him, learning his tendencies, just seeing how he takes care of his body. And even I know all the stuff on the court, but even off the court, how he's a businessman, learning from that aspect. So I think it's a win-win for me just coming here, to be honest.
Last question.
Derrick, you and K Love share the same trainer and obviously have trained
Yeah.
together in the past. How excited are you to play with him and in the pick and roll and pick and pop game?
Oh yeah, K Love. I mean, I've been playing against K Love ever since high school. We had some battles in high school and in Vegas. We had a big battle, but he's a competitor, and that's something that I could always respect and always did respect from him. And whenever we seen each other, it's been nothing but love. We played on the, I think, one World Championship team with Team USA, and been around him and his father. Like our families know each other, and like I said, it's been nothing but love being around him. And when playing with him, he opens up the floor. His IQ of the game is high, and the way he outlets the ball with me being on the break, that's what guards dream for, like a big like him.